Okay, we'll just take the path out to the stable from the house here. It's not that far. It's a lighted path. I think they said that we're headed east now. This is just, I'll kind of make a swing here for you. Give you a little perspective on the house. There's a little, no, can't see it very well. Campfire area up there. Hot tub, main house bridge, what we call the loft over there. So that's just kind of the circle. Some euonymus ground cover. Could have walked down to that. I think I'll walk. I'll give you that view, I guess. This is the path down to the buildings that we just came from. And there's a campground area there, just right by the house. There's a side entrance. I can go far enough for you to get the feel of it. Lighted path, switch up by the house, just enough to give you the, and I don't know if you can see them on there. There's the equipment shed and then the other building in the background there. So pretty clean wooded area. We've cleaned it up a few times. There's a bunch of firewood for your camp stove. Size coming down. Does a self pruning of its own, but nice to get around. And if this works well, I'll show you a couple other ones on the west side. Beautiful floor ground, has these woods, and I'll get into that, but I think there's, as I calculate, about 50 acres of woods. Hasn't been cleared or hasn't been logged in, I don't know, over 20 years. There's some beautiful, beautiful hardwoods and cherries, maples, oaks. Yeah, you just look at some of these. They're just, I don't know, diameter. I guess I don't know what you'd say. I could figure, but just gorgeous. You get just a fantastic canopy. So head out to the stable. The stable is, I think there's a couple pictures. It's the same brick as the home. That's a Chicago Common brick, come out of a building in Grand Rapids, actually. Refurbished. We'll get the dimensions in a minute. Just show you some of the character. I'm not going to give you a lot of the house. I think there's lots of pictures of the house. I'll probably talk about, I roofed the loft last year, and the main house I have not roofed, but it probably, I mean, it looks good. So, but it has been a few years, at least 10 years since that has had a roof. But because of the pitch of it, it makes it so that it has a pretty longevity. So this also has the cedar, the barn doors on the half, the copper lined doors with the steel bars in there for the animals. Might be a little bit dark. Hopefully it comes out well for you. Different palings. I told you I worked here as a young child. I clean these pens every Saturday. So not a lot of bright lighting, but very ample. Cobblestone floor. It's got 4 stalls. And we just walked into the tack room. With your saddle racks. Real tiled floor there. The horse stalls. Each of these just for, that's what I thought. I think they're 12 by 12. Okay. They are 12 by 12. You got your double pane windows, put the copper around those as well. That's all copper. There's your feed area, water buckets. My daughter is taking on a few horses for a lady while she's staying here with us. They sold their home. Then we enter, and there's four stalls in this building. So, then you enter into the water area. Clear tongue and groove pine with blanket racks. Nice floor. This is block with an attic and storage for your feed and your utensils out there. Overhead garden. This is where I go out and put the manure. This, yeah, just a wonderful building. So this one is that's a 30 by 50, 30 by 50. It's up to the house. There's some paths to the south towards the lake. Haven't brush hogged this yet, but there's the pasture for the horses. And then the view, might as well give you that view here. Over to the east, so beautiful. So that gives a rundown of these buildings. I'm going to try and send these and see if we can at least get that information. If that works successfully, then I'll do a few more tomorrow, and hopefully that will at least give us enough information to where it would be feasible for you come and see it all, experience, and hopefully I'm not taking away just the joy of being on the property.